The Jungle Book is the newest live-action Disney film based off an older cartoon. And what this movie's about is, of course, the young boy named Mowgli. He's adopted by wolves because he was left alone out in the woods, found by the Black Panther, Bagheera. And he's doing fine and dandy. He's learning the wolf way and stuff until the tiger Shere Khan comes around and issues a warning that he is going to kill Mowgli. So Bagheera tries to send Mowgli back to the man village, but some things happen, and a crazy adventure in this jungle ensues, and I was really excited for this movie. Because ever since people were praising this movie's footage that they showed at the D23 thing, I was like, there's no way the Jungle Book could have been like the best thing out of that, right? I was wrong, because they released multiple trailers and multiple commercials showing off this beautiful looking movie, and I was so excited to see it, and walking out of this movie, I completely loved it. Guys, I think it's my new favorite movie of the year. I absolutely adore this film, and what I also like about it is that they take the original tale and they change it. It's not exactly the same as the original movie. They add some new stuff to it, they change some things, and overall, I think that it's better than the original, because I actually watched the original a couple days ago to have it fresh in my mind, and even though I think it's a good movie, it's not the best thing ever or anything like that. This movie, however, improves upon the cartoon in every single way, I think. This movie is fantastic. I gotta commend Jon Favreau for this, because to make such a risk to have an entire film be CGI and have only one live-action character being Mowgli, that probably was very risky, and it pulled off, and Jon Favreau, I think, was the perfect man to do this. And I was just so astounded by the visual effects and the direction of this movie. Jon Favreau is a frickin' master. You got a lot of competition, Andy Serkis. I'm looking forward to it, but you got some competition. So the movie looks beautiful. Everything about it is amazing. The animals actually looked real, and by them looking real, they actually made them kind of scary. For one thing, Shere Khan, he was actually terrifying. In the cartoon, he's just the kind of classy Englishman who thinks very fondly of himself, who only gets vicious like for about a minute. In this movie, he's vicious all the time. He was terrifying, and Idris Elba played him fantastically. Idris Elba, in my opinion, was the standout of this entire movie. Shere Khan was awesome in this movie, and Shere Khan was barely in the cartoon, and they have a couple more scenes, I think, of him here, and this Shere Khan, I think, is way better, and Idris Elba was perfect, and he's doing a really good job this year. First Zootopia, and now The Jungle Book, next Finding Dory, Star Trek Beyond. This is turning out to be a pretty good year for Idris Elba, and that's good. If I'm going over terrifying, I guess I should also mention the Ka sequence, the snake, trust in me, the eyes, the snake tongue. Yeah, I have a fear of snakes, so that scene was kinda hard to watch and actually creeped me out. And I thought Scarlett Johansson's voice was actually perfect for it, because Ka is trying to entrap Mowgli, so having the voice of Winnie the Pooh, I guess, isn't the best idea. So having Scarlett Johansson do it makes a whole lot more sense. However, the kid Mowgli, I think Neil Setti is gonna be the next big thing. He was really good in this movie, and I think he did a very good job acting with pretty much nothing. I'm pretty sure they had a pole with a tennis ball at the end at one point. I'm pretty sure Jon Favreau read lines, like, off camera for him, but he was essentially acting with nothing, running around a blue screen, green screen environment. That must have been tough. And I think Neil Setti did a very good job, especially with some of the action scenes. He runs a lot in this movie. He has to do that because he's being chased a lot, and those are really fun sequences. This movie is fun. It is an adventure. It's supposed to be fun. They pulled it off perfectly. Even his relationships with other characters like Raksha, the Eternal Mother Wolf, played by Lupita Nyong'o, I thought she did a very good job. They had a really touching moment where they kind of touch heads and it's like Mowgli's about to leave. I thought that moment was actually kind of beautiful and well done. But also Bagheera in this movie. Ben Kingsley did a very good job playing Bagheera, and I love the dynamic between him and Mowgli in the cartoon, and they perfectly resembled it here. So it was great seeing that kind of dynamic back, but introduced in a new way. Also, Baloo, Bill Murray, oh my gosh, hilarious. Baloo was absolute perfection in this movie. Bill Murray did a terrific job. And the chemistry between Mowgli and Baloo was perfect. You actually felt like they were friends. They brought the old friendship back and brought it here, and it was perfect. The bare necessities moment, man. That bare necessities. That was awesome. And also the really cool dynamic between Baloo and Bagheera. They're friends, but they bicker with each other because they have some disagreeing viewpoints. I thought they were great. Ben Kingsley and Bill Murray really did an outstanding job. Oh yeah, and I should probably also mention Christopher Walken. He was absolute perfection as King Louie. Like, as soon they introduced his character in a certain way. I'm not going to spoil what they do, but as soon as they were doing it, I was like, oh my god. That's a brilliant reference. And I actually like that they changed his species from a orangutan to a gigantopithecus, I believe that's what it is. So they make King Louie larger and more threatening. Like, there's one shot where they actually kind of show how big he is, and that was mind-blowing. Overall, guys, I have nothing but good things to say about this movie. I honestly can't think of any bad thing. The CGI was top-notch. Their performances were brilliant. The relationships were perfectly crafted. Everything was so well done. It was a lot of fun. This is a fun adventure. It had a good villain. I honestly can't think of anything bad to say about this movie. I just want to give Jon Favreau a round of applause. Maybe if I see him in person, give him a big man hug or a bear hug. I absolutely love this movie. I think it's my new favorite of the whole year, and I'm going to give The Jungle Book an A+. It is absolutely amazing. Go out to see it immediately. This is different. This is revolutionary to CGI. This is a masterpiece of a movie, and I'm so glad I saw it. Also, it's the perfect way to take an old movie and remake it for new audiences and improve upon it. This is how you do remakes. But if you saw The Jungle Book, leave in the comments below of what you thought of it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys next time.